Chair, I'm honored to represent India at this year's high-level political forum prior to the much-anticipated Summit of the Future. The review of SDGs 1, 2, 13, 16, and 17 become especially relevant in view of the setbacks we have witnessed on 1 and 2 in particular. Chair, through its efforts, India has been an important contributor to progress across these SDGs, and it has succeeded through successful delivery of physical and digital infrastructure at scale, targeted national safety net programs with digital delivery to minimize fraud, improved women's agency, attention to program delivery in the least developed administrative jurisdictions, and strengthened local and national response to natural and man-made disasters. All of this has been achieved in a participative democratic framework with orderly transfers of power at the level of India's states and at the center. Following national elections, a new lower house of parliament, our Lok Sabha, has just been constituted for a 5-year term. Based on the multidimensional poverty index, India is on track to achieve target 1.2, much ahead of the 2030 deadline, as around 135 million Indians escaped multidimensional poverty in the 5 years between 2015-16 and 2019-21, made possible through the integration of social safety nets, infrastructure development, and multiple financial inclusion programs. And more recently, India's SDG index, which the Niti Aayog, my agency, puts together, shows for 23-24 continued progress at the national level, and not only in the richer states. Presently, over 500 million Indians benefit from cashless health insurance, which had been an important source of indigence, and out-of-pocket health expenditure has decreased from 63% in 2014 to 39% in 2024. A long way to go, but that is progress. India has guaranteed free food supplies to over 800 million citizens during the pandemic and in the years that have followed, making it the largest food security program in the world. On climate action, India has invested heavily in renewable energy and decarbonization of the economy, despite India having amongst the lowest per capita emissions. And finally, the most critical SDG upon which hinges the success of our efforts remains SDG 17, and India has laid emphasis on strengthening partnerships to facilitate access to adequate financing, technology, and capacity building for the global south. Chair, under India's G20 presidency last year, the G20-23 action plan for accelerating the SDGs was adopted, thus launching an important partnership to elevate development outcomes.